Alright, so now today we're going to figure out what happens when I give you an equation. So in a table, we look for our zeros. On a graph, we look for our, where it crosses the axis, correct? Alright, so now we're going to talk about what happens when I give you an equation. So 30D, finding intercepts in an equation. So we should be writing this down. Yes.
For 30D, like how it's after the thing, I wrote my homework.
Okay, then just write below it. So you can write this below your homework. Or you can go to 30E, whatever you want to do. It's your notebook.
Do we need to put this in the table of contents?
No, this is part of 30. This is part of our intercepts. Alright, are we ready? So now, what have we had every time when we're finding our x and y intercepts? What have we looked for? And what else? And what else? What part of the ordered pair? If we're looking for our x-intercept, what do we know will always be true? Our y will be what? Zero. So we're looking for zeros. Alright, so example 1. Find the x and y intercepts. Alright, here's our first one. So we have 6x plus 3y equals 18. It's our first problem. Now this time we don't have a graph, we don't have a table, we have what? An equation. And what is this equation in? What form? Standard form. Take a point. Good job. So we're going to figure out how to find our intercepts when they're in standard form. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
So first we're going to start by finding our x-intercept. What do we know is always true on our x-intercept? Y equals 0. Fantastic. Take a point, Reggie. Remember, you cannot go over on your points today, but we need to get 5. So for your x-intercept, y equals 0. So what are we going to plug in for y?
0.
0. That's all you do. So my equation is 6x plus 3 times what? What's my y value?
0, so it's 0.
0 equals 18. So now remember, for your x-intercept, you're looking for your x-coordinate, right?
Yes.
So that's why we still have x in our problem. Does everybody understand?
Yes.
We plugged in 0 for y. So what's 3 times 0?
0.
That goes away. So we're left with 6x equals 18. Craziness? Are we on board? What's happening out there?
We make so long.
Well, what did we do first?
We divide by 6.
No, guys, what did we do first?
You plug in the x.
We plug in y.
We plugged in what for y?
0.
Why did we plug in 0 for y?
Because the y is always 0.
For your
Y,
x-intercept. Good. Take a point, Austin. So y is always 0 on your x-intercept. So we plugged in 0 for y because that's what we're looking for. Is everybody with me?
Yes.
Alright, and then we did 3 times 0 and we got what?
0.
0. That canceled. Now what would we do from here?
Divide by 6.
Divide by 6. And what does x equal?
X 3.
Awesome. So what's your coordinate? Remember, because we're looking for coordinates.
0, 3, 3.
Is it 3, 0 or 0, 3? 3, 0. Alright, is everybody with me? At least kind of. I'm okay with a kind of. Alright, what did we just find?
X.
We found our x what?
Intercept.
Intercept, where it crosses the x-axis. And how did we find it?
Plugging 0 into the Y.
0 in for y. Alright, what are we going to look for over here?
Y.
So what do we know is always true on our y-intercept? X is always 0. Good job, Reggie. Take a point. Alright, now, you treat these as two separate problems, okay? So on the first problem, we plugged in 0 for y. Now, do you remember on function machines, we plugged in different numbers for x each time, and it was a different problem every time? It's the same thing here. But what are we going to plug in this time? We're going to plug in what for x? 0. Awesome. Great job. So we have 6 times what? 0. Plus what? 3 y.
18.
Awesome. Good job, guys.
So this wouldn't be standard form anymore?
This is still in standard form. Yep, because your x and y are on the same side. But your x is now 0 because we're looking for our y-intercept. Okay? So it's just two separate problems that we're doing to find our information. Just like when we did function notation and we kept plugging stuff in, it's the same thing. Alright, what's 6 times 0?
0.
Alright, that goes away. So then what do we do with the 3y? Bring it down. And it's equal to what?
18.
Alright, now, before we go any further, does everybody see what we did?
Yes.
Do we need to walk through it again?
No.
Chandler, are you with me? You're over there? But are you with me in the math problem? Okay. Are you lying to me? Okay. As long as you're with me now. Alright, now, the first thing we did was we found our x-intercept over here. We plugged in 0 for y, and now we come over here and did our new problem. We're looking for our y-intercept. So what did we plug in for x? 0. Because our intercepts are the zeros. So we did 6 times 0, and those cancel. Now we have 3y equals 18. Is everybody with me? Divide by 3. Good job.
And you get 6.
0, 6.
Look at us go. So it's 0, 6. Good job. And that's all you have to do.
Would you, so at one point, are we going to have to like grab?
Yes. We're getting there next. Graphing is easy. You just plot the points and connect them.
We're not going back. We're going further. So you
Oh, bless your soul drawing that graph. Nick, am I wearing you out, son? Is this just so much?
Yeah.
You can do it. I have faith in you. Persevere in the face of danger.
I'm in trouble for going forward.
Alright. Are you ready for the next problem?
I guess so.
How about we do one more together and then you try one without me? I want to try one more together and then one without me. That way we can just walk through the steps, Reggie, and make sure we're together, okay? Alright, so write B down. And if you want to... You roll your R's worse than I do. Yes. Alright. So, B, our next problem, is going to say 4x plus 5y equals 20. Alright, are we ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, what are we looking for? Guys, why don't y'all tell us since you're talking so much? Why don't you let me know what we're looking for in this math problem? Because I'm sure that's what you're talking about since you're interrupting my class. You're talking about this math problem, right? All right, so tell me what we're looking for first. No, Jaden, please feel free to tell me what we're looking for first.
Jaden, do it. It's right the problem. I get you just wrote it down.
What are we looking for first?
Start with the Y and end with a Y.
What do we look for first? It's in the problem, babe. X-intercept is what we look for first. Great job. I knew you were paying attention. Alright, so we start by looking for our x-intercept. And what do we know is always true on our x-intercept, Nick?
Dude, you just wrote, look backwards. Is that what we do first on X? Okay.
Look at you go. I knew you were paying attention, son. Alright, so y equals 0. Now, what are we going to plug in for y?
0.
Okay. So 4x plus 6 times what?
0.
Now, why did I not plug in 0 for x this time?
You made a mistake.
Oh, I wrote a 6, didn't I?
Yes.
Potatoes. Thank you, Austin, for catching that. You get a point.
I knew it. 6 points.
Alright, now, can you answer my question for me, Austin? Can you tell me why I plugged in 0 for y instead of x?
Because we're finding the Y. No, because we're finding X, so then you plug it.
Fantastic. Take another point.
Look at you.
I'm telling you, you were on it. Alright, what's 5 times 0?
0.
So that cancels. What's left? What do we bring down? X equals 5. Fantastic. Now, how do I write my coordinate?
0, 5.
5, 0. Damien, take a point. Good job.
He called you yes, sir.
It is what it is at this point. He's paying attention and knows what's going on. That's fine.
I think she's a man.
Alright, are we ready for the y-intercept?
Yes, ma'am.
Alright, Bronson, can you tell me what we plug in on our y-intercept? Yes. Tell me what we plug in on our y-intercept. No, I want you to tell me what we plug in on our y-intercept. 0 for what? X. Alright, Jorge, can you tell me how to write my problem? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Come on, lazy. Yes, you do. En español, por favor. Rápido, let's go. No. Tell me.
I tell you, 4x.
Thank you. Take a point for your team. Good job. I know that was a struggle. Yeah. Are you going to take a point for your team, or are you just going to keep talking to me? Alright, what is 4 times 0, children?
0.
So that cancels. What do we bring down?
5y.
Reggie, can you tell me what to do next since you're over there talking? I'm sure it's about this math problem. Look at you go. How do we write our coordinate, Reggie? Look at you. Take a point for your team. I'm so proud of you.
Oh my lord.
Alright, now, are you ready to try one without me?
Yeah. We're ready. We're not over here asking for what our ready.
I think we can do it. Alright, so everybody finished copying down? Almost?
What is your husband going to do for Valentine's Day?
He bought me a new set of Harry Potter books.
Did he really?
Yep. Yes. Okay, so right here, we were looking for our x-intercept, right? And we plugged in 0 for y. And then we divided by 4. So what's 20 divided by 4? What's 20 divided by 4? 5. Alright, so now over here, we were looking for our y-intercept. So we plugged 0 in for x. We did 20 divided by 5. What does that equal? So remember, these are two different problems, so you'll get different numbers. That's a great question. Alright, C. Let's do this.
Oh, you said you're going to let us do one guard?
Yes, this is all by yourself. And the first team, where everybody has the problem done, gets 3 points, even if you've already gotten 5. You can do it. Well, then get your teammate to actually do stuff. Alright, here we go. Alright, are you ready? Can y'all see that?
Yes, ma'am.
With the graphic?
Alright, so for your x-intercept, what did you guys let y equal? 0. Fantastic. Alright, so then you had 7x plus 4 times 0 equals 28. That cancels, so you got 7x equals 28. So what did x equal? Look at us go. And that's 4, 0. Do you need to go get water? Alright, so then for your y-intercept, you guys let x equal 0. And so you have 7 times 0 plus 4y equals 28. So then that cancels. And y equals 7. Look at us go. Alright, now we're going to graph it. You guys ready? I'm telling you, get excited. This is the good stuff.
Oh my gosh.
Let me find my correct pen so that I can graph these.
Can I go on 30 then?
You may. Alright, so now we're going to graph this. Everybody, please draw an X and a Y axis. You don't have to make it giant.
On the same sheet of paper or on another one?
I just did mine right below it. And make sure you label your axes X and Y.
Okay.
Are we graphing the same problem?
We are graphing the same problem. So now, tell me what our x-intercept was.
0, 4.
4, 0. So do we go right 4, up 4? Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, now what was our y-intercept? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Why did I not go left or right any?
Because it's 0.
It's very good. Alright, now, do we need to connect our dots? Yes, always. Alright. Boom. That's it. That's how you graph an equation in standard form. You find your intercepts and you graph it. Maybe. Now, looking at this graph, if we stood on the left-hand side, would we fall down the hill into chocolate, or would we climb it to a field of marshmallows? So, do you think our slope is positive or negative?
Negative.
Which one do you think?
I think it's positive. I think it's negative.
Well, if we're standing on the left, are we going to fall down the hill or climb up the hill? Guys, on the left. This is the left. So, are we going to fall down into the chocolate or climb to the marshmallows? Fall down into the chocolate. So, if we fall down into chocolate, falling down is down positive or negative? So, this is a negative slope. Just so you can get ready for what we're doing next. Alright? It does. Alright. This problem, yes sir.
Before I forget, I didn't ever take the test.
I need you to come during zero period. You have until Thursday to make it. Thank you very much for reminding me.
I'm gonna come too. I'm gonna come today.
Yes ma'am. By Thursday. Yeah, Jorge, you too. Alright, so our next problem is 3x minus 6y equals 24. Now, what did I change up on this problem? I have a minus, right? I subtracted. So, what do you think that's going to make our y value? Positive or negative? Negativo. Good. Alright, so let's find our x-intercept. So for our x-intercept, what are we going to let y equal?
0.
Fantastic. Alright, so how would I write this? Who can help me?
X minus 6 times 0 equals 24.
Alright, what's 6 times 0?
0.
So that cancels. You're left with 3x equals 24. Alright, let's pause and let everybody catch up. Divide by 3, so what does x equal?
18. No. Oh, what? Oh, I meant,
Alright, now let's find our y-intercept. What do we know is always true about our y-intercept?
That it's going to be always 0.
What's going to be?
always going to be 0.
Okay. So how would I write this equation?
3 times 0 is 96y equals 24. I suck.
-4.
Alright, now what's 3 times 0?
0.
Okay, so what are we going to do with this 6y?
We're just gonna bring it all down.
But do we need to keep the negative sign with it?
Yes.
Yes.
Always. I mean, you can -4.
Hey, I don't think our answer is chevron, so I don't think we should be yelling that out. Alright, so what is our y-intercept? What's the coordinate?
0.
Alright, so your homework tonight is to graph A, B, and D. Alright, so graph A, B, and D. And then find the x and y intercepts for E. I should just say 4. I shouldn't have a squiggy on the end of it. I got excited. We also still have time, so everybody, we shouldn't be packing up. Like, we have 8 minutes, so you should be working on this right now. So, but we're working on it right now.
We can finish it like
We can finish it, so we're going to work on it right now so we don't have to forget it tonight. You can write it down because you can write it down. You can take a picture of it in just a minute after I finish. Yes, give me just a minute, please. You may listen to music. Alright, so I want you to graph A, B, and D, and then I want you to find your x and y intercepts for E.
Hey, give this to her.
Will y'all move this way so that way Jadawi is not having to crane her neck back to see the board? This group gets closer and closer to the front every day.